I know there is a part of aging which we have got no control of. Maybe we can slow it down, but it's gonna happen at any stage in our life. What we can do is take control of our external skin. Hello and welcome to Youthfully Yours with me, Claudia Alexander. This is an exciting time for me because I get to share with you a journey about youthfulness. Youthfulness is not just about how you look on the outside, but it's also about how you feel on the inside. It's about the essence of you. It's what about you giving to others. It is so many things, and all of this is so important if you want to live a youthful life. So this is the very first episode, and today I'm going to be talking about youthful skin. I have so many people that when they find out about my age, they are absolutely aghast. They cannot believe it. They put me considerably younger than my actual age. In fact, you know, if you're wondering, if you don't know me, if you don't know my age, or if you do know me but you don't know my age, just, put a comment as to how old you think I actually am. Let's just see. Let's just put this to the test and see what you think. But anyhow, youthfulness is about so many different things. You know, some people just put it down to the way you look. So what they tend to do is try and repair the way they look. We all age. No matter how old we are, no matter how young we look, we are all going to age. It is a natural part of life. It is really about how we embrace it that determines what's going to happen. So many of us run away from it because we think it's something bad. You know, like aging is almost like the end of our life as we know it, that aging has to end badly. But it doesn't. It doesn't have to be one of those things that we dread. So many times people get to a certain point and then they start to think about, I need to work on myself. I need to do this. I need to do that. Where the truth is we've always needed to keep looking after ourselves. And I want to touch on the skin first because it is the first thing that we see. Makeup is a great thing, but it also hides things because sometimes we've got to put such a thick layer of makeup on in order to feel comfortable. But what we're doing is we're actually hiding ourselves. And why are we doing this? Because we feel we cannot show the world what we look like, how we look like when we wake up in the morning. I was brought up with very strict parents. They did not allow any of us to wear makeup until we were actually, they didn't allow us full stop. I started wearing makeup when I was at university, but I didn't know how to. So it wasn't a great thing. I looked like a drag queen and I decided that I wasn't going to wear it as often. But if I will go backwards, what I've always done with my skin is I've always moisturized my skin. And some people, they leave moisturization just to their face and they forget the rest of their body. The skin is the biggest organ that we have. It is the most prominent thing that we see. We don't see our internal organs, we see our skin. And if we do not look after our skin, if our skin is not being nurtured, if our skin is not being nourished, then there is going to be a side effect. The thing about skin is that it takes a beating both ends. It takes a beating from the external elements and it also takes a beating from the internal elements. So if we don't feel great about ourselves, it shows up on our skin. If we put crap into our body, it shows up on our skin. But at the same time, if we do not nurture and nourish our skin, it shows up in our skin. And that starts as the aging process. I know there is a part of aging which we have got no control of in relation to our cells, because our cells regenerate, and after a period of time, our cells don't regenerate in the manner that it normally would have done when we're younger. That's a natural force, and maybe we can slow it down, but it's going to happen at any stage in our life. What we can do is take control of our external skin. With me, I have got a daily routine, and I've always had this daily routine. I've always made sure that I've nourished my skin because I know how important it is. Every bit of my skin I nourish daily. And I want you, if you're thinking about, how can I start this journey about being youthful, not just on the outside or on the inside, I want you to start to consider about your daily routine in relation to your skin. What do you do? Do you actually nourish your skin? Do you use any products on your skin? And if you do use products on your skin, is it limited to just a certain area? Throughout this series, I'm going to be showing you the things that I do, because I think it's so important that you really do things on purpose. And if you're not used to doing it, it may seem like alien to you. So it's important that you have a facial routine. If you wear makeup, make sure you take off your makeup. Do not leave your makeup on. Many times I do not have a base on. So as you can see now, all I have got is my moisturizer on my face, and that's it. Yes, I love lipstick. For me, lipstick is what I feel accentuates me. You don't want to look so different when you take your makeup off to how you look when you've got it on. You really don't. Because what that's saying is that you don't like you. And when you don't like you, and I'll come on to this in a later stage, you're actually telling your internals that you're not good enough. And when you start to tell your internals you're not good enough, what's it going to do? It's going to show externally on your face and on your body, and in the way and the way you walk. It impacts everything. So you've got to get to a point where you feel good about yourself, where you feel okay about the way you look, and everything else that you do is an extension of that, not a replacement. Every morning when I wake up, I have a shower. For me, it's really important to have a shower every day. So if you're not having a shower every day, at least once a day, you might want to change that routine, because it's so important that you have a shower or a bath every day. You need to clean your body. Some people don't. But yeah, I think that's so important. But what's even more important is once you've had your shower and your bath, you put your moisture back in. You trap the moisture in and you moisturize yourself. I always start off with washing my face first. So I'll wash my face outside of the shower, and then I'll have a shower. And then when I come out of the shower, I will cream my body with body lotion. If it's during the day, I use a different type of body lotion to when I'm at night. In the evening, I try and capture the moisture. So when I have my shower, I come out literally dripping wet, and then I put an oil-based moisturizer on me, which that traps in the water and allows it to kind of like absorb into my skin as I sleep. And then I repeat that every single day. There is no day that I do not moisturize myself. Obviously, if I'm going on holiday, those kind of things, I put additional moisturizer on. Like, I want to tell you that you got to look for what works for you. I find that the products that I'm showing you, they are the products that work for me. I used to use Simple, but Simple gave me a rash, so I don't use Simple anymore. So I use Kiehl's. I call it Kiehl's. And the reason why I use Kiehl's, actually, I wanted to, I was looking for a product for my mum because she went through cancer and she had discoloration on her face. So I wanted a product that was going to help her, and I came across Kiehl's and I purchased it directly for her. And when I purchased it for her, I also purchased it for myself as well. And ever since I have bought that product, and this is not a push for Kiehl's because I have got no, what's the word? I have got no sponsorship from Kiehl's, but if you would like to sponsor me, Kiehl's, hey, I'm open. But I've got no sponsorship from them, so I am telling you based on my routine. So I'm not saying go out and buy that. I'm just saying it works for me. And I have not turned back, and I use both their facial product as well as their body lotion. They've got other products as well. Now, your skin routine may be different from mine, and especially if you're not using a skin routine at the moment, you may need to do a few other things. So for instance, you might need to put some toners on. I don't generally use toner. Maybe I should, but I don't. But you know, you may need to use it yourself. You may need to have some treatments that you use on your skin just to kind of like revitalize it. But all of the things that I'm doing is trying to avoid you having to go down the route of using things like Botox and stuff like that. Like I'm not saying don't use them, but I'm trying to tell you, try and use other things before you go down that route. Now, some of you may be in a difficult position right now. You may have gone through a breakup, or you may have got some bad news, or you may be in a state where you really don't feel good about yourself. Your confidence has been knocked for whatever reason. Now, what's going to start to happen in that is that affects you internally. And as I said before, your internals affect your externals. By the grace of God, you will get to a point 3 months, 6 months, 9 months down the line when you're okay. But the problem is that in that period of time, your physical appearance has taken a battering. You may no longer look as youthful as you looked before. You know, things may start to happen. You might start to get wrinkles, even though you're in your 20s or in your 30s or in your 40s. Okay. you know, and what I'm trying to say here is that sometimes we may not feel great, but even in those periods when we don't feel great, we've got to make sure we look after our external body. Exercise 1, the take home is moisture, moisture, moisture. Try products out and see if they're going to work for you. I want you during this course of this week to find out the products that you're going to use and start to use them, not just on your face, but also on your body. Also, do not neglect your feet. Do not neglect your feet at all, because they take a battering. Go and look for products that are going to help your feet as well, because we walk on our feet every single day. And if you're not moisturizing your feet, if you're not looking after your feet, if all you've got is a nice set of pretty nails, but you're not looking after your feet, again, it's going to impact you. I'm going to end with another exercise, and this is really simple. I want you to grab a pen and paper, and I want you to write a letter to your 10-year-old self. And I want you to tell your 10-year-old self what you've done with your skin. And I want you to think about if there's anything that you're thinking that you would want to change. I want you to promise your 10-year-old self that that's what you're going to do. And when you've written your letter, I want you to sign it, Youthfully Yours. Because when we were young, there were so many promises that we told ourselves that we were going to do and not do. But there's so many things that we should have told ourselves that we were going to do that we didn't. Now this is the opportunity. You do that and see how things are going to start to change in your life. Till next week, take care guys. Youthfully yours. Bye.